Hello, I'm Jeremy Grant. I edit FT Trading Room, which is a section of FT.com focused on the world of exchanges, trading, clearing, high-frequency trading, collectively known as market structures. And it's an area that we haven't heard much about until the last couple of years, but there's a lot going on in it, and it's become an area of particular focus for the FT, especially online, hence the launch of this section called FT Trading Room. The world I write about and I deal with my correspondents, colleagues around the world in is very dynamic right now. We have a lot of regulation, and this year will be particularly intense in that regard. We have a lot of regulation coming out of the US and out of Brussels, which is going to change the way shares and derivatives are traded. It's going to change the way trading is done. There's going to be something of a clampdown probably on high-frequency trading. We might even have some issues that cropped up in 2010, the flash crash, where the markets suddenly ceased to function properly because of the speed and the technology and the use of computer algorithms went somewhat awry. That could happen again. We've had a whole wave of exchanges trying to merge. Most of them have failed. We have a whole wave of changes happening in emerging markets around exchanges and trading. In Asia, there's a lot of activity going on there. A lot of the changes that we've seen in the US and Europe in terms of the way markets function are now happening in Asia. That's going to be a big focus as well. So there's a lot happening around this space, and I think it's fair to say that in as much as banking has been very much a focus of our coverage and of our competitors as well, market structures is going to become really a much more important subject and a focus of attention this year. Well, my top tips for PRs would be make it relevant. Obviously, know what you're, know who you're pitching to. This is PR 101, of course. But the key thing is to get educated in the subject that the reporter is covering, and think of yourself almost like you're shadowing the reporter in terms of what they cover. Be as up to speed as you can with what they are doing themselves, so that when that email comes in, and it's always preferable to have an email as opposed to a phone call, when the email comes in, it speaks directly to what that person has on their agenda that week or that day. There's nothing worse than a timeless pitch, which isn't relevant to what's going on in the news at that point, or what that reporter might be covering. So it's always, again, it's PR 101. Read what the person is writing and make sure that you know what their last piece of work was. That's the sort of obvious way to make it relevant. And I think that's really probably my top tip.